Hey everybody, it's Preston here, aka Godzilla Hawk. And first of all, I want to say Happy Memorial Day. Memorial Day today here on Monday. Oh, apologize. Yeah, I'm not really good at this game last night because I was very tired. I began those migraines as of late. Very tired as of late. So that's why I didn't do the review. That's one thing. I really hope AEW, if they're going to do 4-hour pay-per-views, can we have them do not just on Saturday, but can we have them then either start early then, have it instead of 5, have them at 4, and then so it's from 4 to 8. If we could just do that, I appreciate that. It'd be easier for me to do things. But I'm going to just talk about Double or Nothing, give you my overall thoughts. This is not going to be a full-on, like, exact detail and everything because we be here all day. And I don't plan on being here all day, so I'm just going to go ahead and kick things with, first of all, the show was 1,000 times better when we had fans in attendance. It was really noticeable that when the crowd was hot for something, it felt like a big deal. So I give the crowd a huge mention because the crowd made the show a lot better than it was intended. Not saying that this show is bad or anything, but the crowd really helped elevate this particular show, and it just made the show a lot more fun. I don't really talk about pre-show matches or buy-ins or kickoffs, but I feel I should give this one a mention. Serena Deeb did retain her NWA Women's Championship against Riho, which Riho has been announced she's moved officially to the USA. Very good match. Nothing overly amazing. I think some people are kind of overhyping it a little bit, but I still thought it was pretty damn good for technically the first official in front of a live crowd. It's a big deal. But let's move on to the real opening match for Double or Nothing. That was Brian Cage versus Heyman Page. I thought the crowd was spread hot for this. Heyman Page got the cowboy chants going, which is awesome. So Heyman already feels like a big star again with this crowd. So that really helped. The match itself, I thought, was a strong opener to open up the show. Moves, a lot of countering, a lot of hard-hitting styles clashing. Now towards the end of this match, we see Hook and Ricky Starks trying to help Brian Cage win a match, but Brian Cage said he didn't want the help. And unfortunately, it cost him the match because shot lariat layer by Heyman Page. Heyman Page gets his win back. So after his loss to Cage on Dynamite a few weeks ago, he finally gets his redemption. And we could be seeing Brian Cage become a babyface. So they're progressing this story of Cage possibly going solo and do his own thing on Team Taz. So we'll have to wait and see what happens on Dynamite coming up on Friday. Gotta remember, it's Friday, not Wednesday. We're going to be on Friday a while. But yeah, overall, that was a pretty good opener. Next up, fuck me. Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston challenging the Young Bucks for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Great match. This was a great team match. You got blood. You got the crowd just eating up the Wild Things theme song that now Kingston and Moxley have. The red hot for this match. This is awesome. This was a fantastic match. Young Bucks end up retaining over a bloody Jon Moxley being up a Kingston. So Young Bucks continue the reign as tag team champions, which is fine. It's not going to hurt anybody. I could see a Kingston and Moxley maybe catch somewhere down the road. But overall, I just thought this was a great match. It's just great psychology. A lot of just stuff of all in this match. I loved it, and the crowd just ate it up. Started this match. This is when it kind of died down just a little bit. The crowd's down. We had the Casino Battle Royal for a future AEW World Title match, which we found out it's going to be in 2 weeks. So I believe that would be next Friday, I believe will be the title match. I'm not going to name all the participants, but a couple of things you need to know is it was the Joker, the final entrant, which ended up being Leo Rush. Some people may not be too fond of that, and some people are kind of going like, really, Leo Rush? Which I can understand, but Leo is a very talented individual. And let's be honest, I would rather have Leo Rush than somebody like fucking El Fucko. So Leo's a big name on the independents, so it was cool to see him in. But the shocking thing was Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy was the most over guy in this match, and Jungle Boy ended up winning. Which I was not really expecting. I mean, expected Christian Cage to win, but he didn't. They gave it to Jungle Boy. So clearly they're going to say Christian and Omega somewhere down the line. Could they hold off until out on pay-per-view? Maybe. Maybe they want to do that as a special attraction for Dynamite. We'll have to wait and see. But Jungle Boy ended up winning, so he's going to get a world title match. And I've said this to countless people. The 4 guys to look out for: MJF, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Jungle Boy. Those are guys I would put all my money on in terms of the new faces of the company. And we're going to get to Sammy Guevara in just a second. But the match, it was decent. It was decent. I've seen better Battle Royals. The one thing I really hate about this Battle Royal was people were getting eliminated left and right. You know, I don't like it when it comes to like Royal Rumbles where you only get a few people in the ring at once, and then once you get some more people, it's just elimination. I don't like that. It just doesn't make it nearly as fun and dramatic, in my personal opinion. But Jungle match itself didn't really do anything special, but Jungle Boy was super over. So congratulations to Jungle Boy. Next up, this is when the crowd really started. In terms of, or at least were really quiet. This is Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. The match honestly didn't really do anything for it lasted less than 10 minutes. I mean, Cody was selling for Ogogo, which is great. Ogogo didn't embarrass, but this match really didn't really need to be on this card. I'm just going to say right now, this match was pointless. Ended up winning, and it almost came out of nowhere. Like Cody just hit the bird breaker, and that was it. And thank God, and dying because that vertebraker scares the shit out of me every time someone does it. But the match itself was really nothing special. You could easily gotten rid of this match, and you could take it some of that time and put in some of the other match opinion. So really this match, in my opinion, was the weakest on the card. Next, we got Miro defending the TNT champions Lance Archer. Jake Roberts was attacked by Miro, I guess, earlier in the day. And for the majority of the time, this was just a one match. I thought this match was good too, but the problem was I think the crowd was still kind of dead. And they're still trying to get their composure and get their chi back. Plus, this match only went for about less than 10 minutes. They didn't give it a lot of time to really show what they were capable of doing. Because of some certain matches, it could have gone a lot better. Miro ended up grabbing Jake the Snake's bag. Came out earlier to help support Lance Archer. And he brought the snake bag with him with the supposed snake in it. And he got assaulted, and Miro just grabbed the bag and just chucked it. Now we're supposed to believe, honestly, there was a snake in there and he got hurt, but honestly, there was no real snake in there. But Miro ends up retaining. He ends up being Lance Archer and hits the game over and basically wins by ref stoppage. And decent match. It felt kind of flat because of the last couple matches were kind of filler matches. I think you could have given this match more time, and then you could have given these guys more of an opportunity to really build up the match and give them more of that impact. in my opinion. Then we get to this match. This one I'm going to probably be talking about more than anything because Hikaru Shida defended the AEW Women's Championship against Britt Baker. Britt Baker's the new champion. When I say this, I don't state this as facts very often, but people like Alex, like Just Alex, I know I'm a moderator for him, but I need to say this. Guys like him. Because guys like the Saw Monster know what they're talking about. When I say this, this is a fact, not an opinion. Britt Baker is much better as a heel. Absolutely. Britt Baker is the best female character in AEW. Absolutely. Britt Baker has the best mic skills of all the women. Absolutely. She's got charisma. Absolutely. She has star power written all over her. Absolutely. But she's fucking green in the ring. She's missing the one major opponent. One meeting in a wrestling company. Wrestling. I'm so sick of Britt Baker. And this has nothing to do with Britt as a human being. I don't hate her as the person. But as an athlete, she does nothing. Before the Thunder Rosa match, Baker was not very good in the ring. She was very plodding, very slow. She seemed like she was lost. A lot of some matches were very sloppy. And then when she had that match with Thunder Rosa, I went, holy shit, she proved me wrong. So all I asked was after that performance, there was no excuse. Britt needed to go out there and have a classic. Or at least a very good match with Hikaru Shida. And I think just Alex, I don't know if his opinion changed, but apparently he fucking loved this match like it was a 5-star classic. When I heard Alex saying that this should have been the main event, I cringed. But that's because he's such a Britt Baker fan that he's so blinded that he doesn't understand talent. He sees the talent except the wrestling with her. Put the belt on Britt Baker because by default she's the best character. But she's not that good in the ring. And this match showed. But this match was very slow. Sometimes it seemed like everybody was kind of mistimed. They were kind of struggling a little bit. But towards a few minutes, they were really getting their game on. So I will give them credit. Britt and Shida really were starting to get into the motion the last couple minutes of the match. By then, Britt Baker ended up winning. She is the new women's champion. Again, congratulations to her. But this was not that. I would give it at least an average score. Okay, this match, I give it an average score. It was deep at best. But I am fucking done with the Britt Baker hype train. As a character, as a mouthpiece, she's fucking great. As an in-ring performer, she's one worst on that roster. The only thing I can hope for is Britt starts stepping up her game and starts proving me wrong. I don't want Britt Baker to fail. I want to like Britt Baker. I do. I want to be on the bandwagon. The problem, her wrestling is what's keeping me from being a fan. And again, I understand she's not going to be a high flyer. I'm not expecting her to flop, expecting her to do this and do this. But I'm expecting her to at least have her matches be more fluent. And they just seem very slow. They seem very confusing. It turns into a mess. It turns into a mess, and I'm just over your hype. This was a major letdown. And those are the 1,000% facts, not opinion, facts about Britt Baker. I've always said Britt Baker is better off being a manager or a commentator. As a wrestler, especially made this business supposedly 6 years, you think by 6 years you've gotten better in the ring, but it seems like she hasn't been trained. And I get she's a dentist and she does a lot of other things. I understand that. But my point is, after 6, you think she would have gotten better. And after that Thunder Rosa match, I thought that was her peak. I thought, great. At this point, Brett is going to be a star. She's going to carry her own weight, and she's going to be fucking fantastic in the ring. It's the whole 1 step forward, 3 steps back. 3 steps back. For a reason. But people can stop bitching now and say Brett needs to win the title. Brett's champion. Shut the fuck up. And now let's move on. The only thing I want to see is I want to see Britt Baker actually have some great matches. Until she starts winning some great matches, having some great matches, win or lose, I'm waiting for the day they take the belt off of her at this point. Because I am over the Britt Baker hype because she's extremely overrated at this point. I'm done with it. I'm done. Next, Darby Allin and the returning in-ring return debut of Sting for Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky tag team match. This is when the crowd really started to come back alive. Now, to be fair, the Britt Baker, they got the crowd alive, and Britt Baker came out and she won the title, but majority of her match, by the way, was very quiet. But this is when the crowd really started to pick things up. Like Darby Allin, Sting defeated Page and Scorpio Sky. The only thing, a couple of things we're going to mention here, because like I said, we still got a few more matches. And I don't want to talk forever about this. Excuse me. Starting to get allergies now. Apologies. One, Ethan Page fucking launched Darby Allin from in the ring onto the outside. Fuck my life. That looked like it sucked. And 2, Sting did not embarrass himself. He actually looked pretty good out there. He moved around pretty well for the time he was given. He did a fucking cross. Pretty impressive. So Darby and Sting win. Sorry, I'm stiffing up. But they had a pretty damn good match. It was fun. It was a decent amount of time. Sting ended up getting a win. So I don't know what this means for Sting. Like, is he going to be wrestling more matches like this? No idea. But clearly, the best route for Sting is to him only wrestle when it's absolutely necessary. I honestly think Sting should wrestle maybe once on Dynamite every few months, but mainly keep him for pay-per-views. Because I think you need to choose your time with Sting wisely. You don't want to overexpose him, but you also don't want to have a wrestle every show or almost every show until he gets hurt again. Because like I said, all it takes is one bad move with Sting, and he could be in a wheelchair. So, hoping that just because he looked great here, I don't want to see Sting wrestling every Dynamite. Use him wisely. If you have something planned for him, then use him. But do what you've been doing as of late. Preferably keep him on pay-per-views, and then maybe every once in a while, every couple months, you can have him wrestle on Dynamite, like a special attraction for viewership. But like I said, Sting, he looked good. Darby looked great as well. I was fortunate enough to see Sting live at WrestleMania 31, and that was pretty cool to see. So it was very fun to see Sting back and basically not losing a step. So he looked pretty damn good. So I got to give him and I got to give Paige and Sky too. Yeah, really good performance. Actually, I do also want to mention this. The finish was great. So Scorpio Guy, he looked like he was going to do that slingshot corkscrew cutter that he does from out into the ring. Scorpio Sky went to do that to Sting, and then Sting immediately caught him and hit the Scorpion Death Drop. You just had to see that spot. That was flawless. I thought that was a great finish. So really kudos to Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page for being total professionals and not hurt I am putting the guy over. Next, we have our triple threat match. Our first triple threat match for the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Kenny Omega versus Orange Cassidy versus Pac. Again, I'm not going to go to every single detail. This match was I love this match. Now, granted, I think this match could have ended a couple minutes earlier. I do feel like it should have ended a few minutes ago. Maybe to cut off a few minutes. I think it would have been perfect. But for what they did, it was great. The end saw Omega, Don Callis getting involved, pulling the referee out. And Omega hit Pac with all these different championships. Towards the end, Orange almost got near fall. That's actually one of the things I really liked about this match. There was a lot of close near falls. And the crowd was eating them up, which is a great thing. Because a lot of people were kind of expecting Kenny Omega to win. I think everybody was expecting him to win. But the way how they were telling everything, the crowd got invested, like, oh my God, they actually might give it to either of these guys. And it was a great feeling. So I really liked that. But at the end, Kenny Omega pinned Cassidy to retain. And he did pin with the one winged angel. He got him, I think it was like crucifix or a small package. And retained, so he barely escaped with the title. So he basically got lucky over Orange Cassidy and never pinned Pac. So that's something to keep in mind. But Kenny Omega will be fighting Jungle Boy for the AEW World title in 2 weeks on Dynamite. That should be fun. So again, Cassidy and Pac, fucking great match. I enjoyed it. Then we get on to the Stadium Stampede match. Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle. If the Inner Circle lost, they would have to have been disbanded. I can't talk about this. If I talk about this match, we here for, God, like as long as the Lord of the Rings movies were. I'm just going to say this. To sum it up. This match was fun. Now, I'm not too sure if I enjoyed this one more than the Stadium Stampede. I have to watch this match again to kind of give an idea, like which one I liked better. I would say this one more seriously than the last one. This had a little bit less comedy, but you did have your comedic moments. But the main thing to go off by is they start off the match in the stadium. And it ended up back in the arena in Daly's place, which Sammy Guevara won the match by pinning Shawn Spears to win the match for Inner Circle. And I talked about this. I said, MJF, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, and Sammy Guevara are your 4 guys I would build your company around. And Sammy won the main event. He won the main event for his group. That's huge. They put Sammy over immensely, and the crowd reacted to it. Awesome. The match was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was great for what it was. We got Conan. DJ Conan in there. That was great. I love that one. But overall, it was a great, fun match. Fun main event. So that's about it in terms of review. I do want to mention one thing. Besides getting Conan and Leo Rush, we have official signing by AEW. This individual is going to be working now with Rampage, I think as an analysis and a coach. I don't know if he'll be wrestling. But AEW has officially signed Mark Henry, which is pretty cool. Again, I don't know exactly if he's going to be wrestling. I don't know 1,000% what his duties are going to be. All we know is we're going to hear from Mark Henry on Dynamite. And hopefully we'll get more information about that. But AEW has officially Can't Talk Today has officially signed Mark Henry to AEW contract, so pretty cool. So overall, looking at the card, really, Cody Rhodes and Anthony Ogogo was the only like really dead match I really did for. The Casino Battle Royal was fine for what it was. Wasn't that insulting? Miro Land good, but unfortunately it was just cut too short. The crowd was kind of dead. The Britt Baker's match was extremely overrated. I've heard so many people saying that was a fantastic match. No, it was not. It was decent at best. But either of that, every other match I thought was either very good or fantastic. So overall, I give AEW's Double or Nothing this year with fans back a 8.5 out of 10. I thought this was a fun show. The crowd made the show a lot better. I left the show just happy. Like, my God, this is pro wrestling. This was fun. So with that being said, guys, thank you for those who will watch this video and are going to watch this video. Comment down below. Tell me what your thoughts about Double or Nothing this year. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What matches did you like and not like? What score did you give it? So with that being said, that'd be all for me. Take care of my peeps. Have a good day, and happy Memorial Day to all the veterans.